100 illegal immigrants are in custody after a car crash raised a red flag over the weekend in South Texas. Freer Border Patrol agents say they responded to a report of a single car crash on Saturday at Highway 44 near Freer. When they got there, they say they found a car that looked like it had hit a guardrail.
Then agents tell us there was no one in the car, but they did see footprints leading to a ranch. They followed them and say they found a pickup truck abandoned inside the property. After a long search, agents say they found and arrested 96 illegal immigrants who were in good health. Agents say the illegal immigrants are from Mexico, Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, Ecuador, and Brazil. Meantime,